There is insecurity, there is hunger, there is different things going on in Nigeria currently, and the president is there enjoying his time in France. He's currently in Paris,
where he was not recognized according to Femi Falana.
That's interesting. That's another part of the story. Well, that's not where we are going to today. Let's talk about food here, because it's Saturday and I know some of you are home trying to create dishes for your family, or your boyfriend is coming around, your woman is coming around, you're trying to do something to surprise her and all. So let's talk about balanced diet. Sir, normally we know currently in Nigeria nobody dey reason balanced diet again. Just give me something to shop, make I shop.
Don't you see the way I was just laughing when you said the topic is a balanced diet? How can someone fix in the balanced diet with the present condition of this country now, where everybody just goes out with whatever he or she sees and eat? You see, most of the family man today, whenever they come back, the only question they kept asking was that, have you eaten? How much yet you down? It's not a matter of
if you don't belle full.
There was nothing like that. So now, somebody who has left the home since morning now coming back, will they go to the extent, even praying that the wife might have provided something for the children? He now go to the extent of asking his wife that at least, what kind of meat did you give to my children? You don't understand what I'm saying?
I got you, sir.
We will not go to that extent, because all what he was just praying for that. Let us just have something to eat.
But then, sir, most of the things we eat these days, just because we eat what we see, is actually causing another thing to our health. It's dangerous to our health. And before you know it, money that you are supposed to eat, you used to buy good food, you are going to use it in treating yourself. And that's the reason why we want to talk about some foods that we should stay off and some foods that we should eat this time. We know there is problem in Nigeria. Fine, we know. Everybody knows. But then, even with that, the little you have can actually get you food that will be okay with your health. So that's the reason why I want to talk about it. So, eating a wide variety of foods in the right proportions and consuming the right amount of food and drink to achieve and maintain a healthy body weight is what we mean by balanced diet. Now, sir, for example, let's say you have an opportunity. There are some people that they don't have what to eat at home, so they had an opportunity to attend a party. Let's say they invited them to that party. Either invited or not invited. So, but they just have the opportunity to be in the party. What they do is, I've not eaten for the past 3 days now.
I want to eat a lot of food.
Today, I will taste everything that they cook.
My presenter, let me tell you this: an average Nigerian today, let's see, if Nigeria is 100% people that are living in Nigeria. Now, the 95% of those out of that 100 living in Nigeria are those that we want to eat when the opportunity comes. That is what I want you to know. With the present condition of the country. Now, somebody who have not eaten for the past 3 days, do you know a lot of people go to the party with the mission of taking along with them with a nylon bag?
Yes, they go.
So what
in the name of giving dogs when they reach home, whereas they don't want to eat the food.
When they give them food to eat, the first thing they do is to think about their children at home. They will first put that one inside nylon, should in case if another opportunity comes. Now, I've been to a party where they gave somebody food. The person didn't eat the food and put it inside the nylon. I said, you should have eaten. He said, the children might have been hungry at home. But another one is still coming. If that one comes, you will now eat.
Well, I understand where you're driving at, and I know where you're coming from, when it comes to you seeing opportunity to eat as much as you can. But it is not what you eat that determines how well you can be. Sometimes, some people, they believe if they don't take soft drink in a day, they are not going to be fine. Which is wrong, because most of these soft drinks are out there now. Most of them are fakes. Most of them are dangerous to human health. But because we are in a system whereby nothing is working. See, Nigerians these days, I believe, sometimes we tend to look at the bottles of the drink we want to drink. The drink that is being produced in Nigeria, we start checking. Even NAFDAC will check all the companies in Nigeria. But if it was a drink that was being imported to Nigeria.
Yes.
Now that we not check it.
Check it, yes.
Because we believe anything that comes from that place is original.
That's the system in Nigeria, and we have adapted to it. That's what I want you to know.
But then it's killing us.
If it is killing us, listen to me, Sidonje. You see, when we have a system that is not working, there is a proverb that says the anointing flows from the head. So whatsoever that flows from the head normally comes down. Somebody who is thinking of what he's going to eat, will you tell the person that this bread that they were giving to him is produced for the past five days? His own is just to consume the bread, so he can have something in his stomach.
Well, let us just educate ourselves this today, because I don't want us to start feeling like, okay, because I have 1,000 naira, I cannot eat something that can be okay for me. I can tell you, even if you have 500 naira, you can still manage it to eat something that will give your body the strength it needs. Although people eat in Nigeria based on the work they do.
Are you talking about the family man or a bachelor?
But I'm talking anybody. Now this is a general saying.
Okay, now we are going to analyze it.
That's why we are here.
Because we are here to educate people. Now, for instance, I'm a family man of 4 kids now. I have 500 naira.
Okay.
And my kids are at home. They have not eaten. Okay, let's say my kids have eaten. I have only 500 naira to manage with myself. The only thing I could only think of
is bread and beans.
I don't even like bread and beans.
Okay.
How to get fufu and egusi soup. You understand what I'm saying? Now, they will give me a fufu.
But sir, how much do you buy your fufu?
I buy my fufu 100 naira.
Now, but it was said yesterday that fufu is now close to 250 naira in some canteens.
Yeah, it depends on the canteen that you are eating. We have a local canteen like where we have.
If you go to Obuka, you see
I even
have some experience of some guys that if they want to buy fufu in canteen, they will have buy 50 naira fufu from home, put it in their pocket. They will now buy one fufu in the canteen with the soup. They will eat 3.
That is how we have been living our life in Nigeria.
Oh my goodness!
Now, when we talk of balanced diet, let me tell you this. There is a proverb in Yoruba that says, which means once you are happy, what happens to the rest of your body? The rest of your body is happy. Now, when you have your money, it's only when you have your money in abundance that you cannot think of you cannot think of the kind of food that you want to eat.
But sir, that is exactly what everybody has in mind. But I wanted to change the notion. It is not until you have money before you eat good food.
Okay, let's go ahead.
Yes, sir. Okay, let me start with this. In a day, as an human being that you are, it is a must for you to eat at least 5 portions of variety of fruits and vegetables every day.
Okay.
Every day. Now, what I'm saying is, at least you must be able to drink either orange, banana,
or
cucumber. Yes, all those cucumber, they are vegetables. Yes. So you can eat. You must at least eat 5 varieties. I'm not talking about one. Once you drink orange, if you see pawpaw, eat. If you see banana, eat. You see all this food. At least I've eaten pawpaw. Sometimes I think that was when I was in school. I ate pawpaw throughout that day because I don't have money to buy food in school, and I was okay. Because there is a pawpaw tree behind my house.
Can I come in?
Yes.
Now, you said at least in a day you must try as much as possible to eat some.
So 5 varieties of fruit.
Now go out there and ask about the price of those vegetables, those fruits that you are talking of. You see that those fruits are even more expensive than buying fruits.
Okay, well, if you cannot get the 5, at least try to take anything vegetable or fruit in a day. It is very, very important because fruit will give your body strength. Forget about eba. Nobody say you go chop eba morning, afternoon, night. No. Although it is in Nigeria, we eat according to the job we do. The bricklayers now, you cannot tell bricklayers to take tea and bread. They will tell you that, are you okay? Like someone told me that the only time he drank tea the only time he drinks tea is whenever there is a festive, like all this because the guy is a Muslim, all this although it's aware that before he goes to Eid or maybe when he's back, he can just take. That's the only day he's allowed to, because the kind of work he's doing does not allow him to take tea. But sir, I want to tell you, either you're a bricklayer or you are doing a strenuous job or whatever you're doing that is very, very, giving you, that you may eat something that will give you strength to do the job very well. See, once you are done with your job, any work you're doing, once you get home, you can
That's
as
why I
well
take one,
take tea. You can take tea too, just for you to relax.
Fruit. Do you know what comes my mind? That some most of our viewers that are watching us will be laughing at us and say, in this condition, that you say, okay, if you don't take balanced diet, you just die Sunday. Let me eat and die. At the end of the
At least I will eat. Well, base your meals on higher fiber starchy foods like potatoes, bread, rice, or pasta. At least that one is still okay. Like in Nigeria today.
Yes, we can say that one is still affordable.
Yes, in a day, at least, let me say 70% of Nigerians eat rice in a day.
Yes, exactly the point.
In Nigeria, because if you go to any canteen, the first thing people will ask you, China rice.
China rice.
Do you have rice? Even in eateries, in big restaurants, we see them selling rice in large quantity. Yeah. So at least base your meals on fiber starchy foods like potatoes. You know, potato is I think potato is still is not cost like any other food.
It is still affordable to
yeah, potato is affordable. So at least try and as much as possible to be taking potatoes. Or if you don't have money for potato, at least you can buy bread or you eat rice or pasta. When I say pasta, I'm not talking about noodles. There is one between because pasta is just like a spag and you understand. So another thing is have some diary or daily alternatives like soya drinks. You see, people don't tend to see. There is one drink that we do buy when we were young, Pito.
Pito. We see our Pito around this.
Yes, Pito is energetic. Like if you take Pito, it's just like an energy drink. But people say like, Pito, if you drink Pito, I can advise you to drink Pito more than soft drinks that you are taking that has gas.
It's good for our health, yes.
Because Pito is natural drink. It's a natural drink. But the only problem is Nigerians, if you don't see something like Oti Shenwon,
yes.
Whereas that thing is not good for our health. Most of people staying in Nigeria, most citizens of Nigeria, we tend to take cold drinks than hot drinks.
Hot drinks are normal drinks. Which
yes.
All those cold drinks, even cold water is not good for our 60s.
It is not good at all.
Anything above 35 years of age, it's not advisable for you to be taking something cold.
But sir, once you work in the sun, let's say from your house to just the bus stop and the sun is shining too much.
You drink normal water.
The next thing you will hear from an every Nigerian is, "Abeg, give me a pure which is not supposed to be like that. Please, if you can try as much as possible to avoid cold drinks, it is very good for your health to take normal ordinary water or warm water. Most especially when you wake up in the morning, before you go out, make sure you are taking one glass of water before you eat or you brush. Oyinbo says brush daily. They didn't say brush in the morning.
In the morning, just make sure you brush your teeth.
Some people will say they cannot eat without brushing.
Make sure I can't eat without brushing.
Why? Because that is our mentality. That was how we grew up.
I don't just like it. It's not because that's to me. I don't just like it eating without brushing. It will be as if I was just eating on top of what is there. Yes,
well, I can say my dad sometimes he eats before brushing. After eating, then he goes to the bedroom to brush. Well, let's move on. Another thing is eat some beans, pulses, fish, eggs, meat, and other protein. There are some people that they will buy rice 100 naira.
No beans at all.
No, they will buy rice 100 naira. They will now buy 500 naira meat. You see, too much of everything is bad. Make sure you are balancing it. When you buy rice, you can mix a little bit of beans with the rice. Then you can eat maybe egg or meat. It's still okay. But you buying rice, small quantity of rice. Some people will eat beans, egg, plantain. Why? Beans and egg, it is bad combination, sir. Most especially when you meet yourself in the situation whereby you want to fat and you're looking at everybody sitting close to you like, I'm about to jumbo. Well, another thing is choose unsaturated oils and spreads and eat them in small amounts. Most of you that is in the habit of eating too much ororo is bad.
Too much oil is bad.
It's bad. And those of you that is in the habit of using 10 Maggi because you want to, some people put Maggi in beans.
I do tell my wife I've stopped using Maggi for the past.
Okay, I'm sorry. I think it's seasoning. Don't let us, because Maggi is the name of the it's seasoning.
I've stopped using it for the past 1 year. I told her whenever you are cooking for me, I don't want it because it's not good for my health. And when you look at there was a video I saw when they analyze what was used in producing this seasoning, this thing, in fact, you will not like to take it. When you consume it, it causes a lot of damage in our body system. But when you go to the party today, you see a lot of them using all this seasoning, this thing to boil those meats, all in the process that they want the meat to get soft.
Then I want to tell you guys something. As from today, make sure you have this in your mind that anytime you're cooking, use less salt. Salt is dangerous to human health. It is not me. It was being said by some doctors that knows more than me. But then, you know what I know, I will have to tell you guys, because I get to know that some people are using salt in drinking tea now. They say it's even better to use salt to drink tea than sugar.
It depends on the amount of quantity they put inside the tea.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? It depends on the amount. And now, putting salt in soup or putting salt in your daily meal, anything that is too much is not good for the system of our body.
Anything that is
too much. Even if it is water, you don't drink too much of water.
Well, let's go to another, let me say, another angle of food balanced diet. So let me tell you this: if you are this type that once you eat, you don't like drinking water, you are doing yourself. Because for your food to be balanced, you need much water. See, don't tell me that water, if you drink water too much, is not a wahala. Because there was a guy that was drinking too much of pure water. The guy was now trying to call his wife from work. I beg, let me check my doorway. Is there any red tiny thing that is being put in there? It was very funny. But sir, it is not magolomi. You need water in your body system. See, no matter the quantity of water you are drinking, it will regulate your body temperature. It will make you to feel good. But you know, too much of everything is bad though. But water is very good. Once you are done eating, before or after eating, you must take water.
Exactly.
Water is very, very important in the classes of foods. You need water in your body system. Then another thing is, you know, I said you should try and eat much fruits and vegetables. So there, if you know you are this type that eats food that has fat and oil, too much of fat and oil,
there are some fruits that you can take at least to reduce those oil.
Yes.
And even though the fruits are so expensive in the country today, there are some that is still affordable, that you can still use your money to buy. Not every time that you start eating this. For instance, now when you go to work in the morning, you take tea and bread. In the afternoon, you may decide to buy a cucumber, just one stick of cucumber, and eat. In the night, when you go home and eat whatever you like.
But then there's another thing I want you to know. Those of you know, I've been emphasizing on vegetables and fruit. Now, it is being said there is evidence that people who eat at least 5 portions of fruit and vegetables a day have a low risk of heart disease, stroke, and cancers. You can see how important it is to eat vegetables and fruits. So once you see fruit by the roadside, it's not just fruit, because there are some fruit that all these aboki people, it is gutter water they use in washing their fruits. So you should be careful of the kind of fruits you are eating.
Even if you are buying, you still need to wash it.
Wash it very well. It is very important. Then a portion of eating 5 portions is not as hard as it sounds. When I say eat 5 portions of fruit in a day, 80 grams of fresh, canned or frozen fruits and vegetable. You can use 30 grams of dried fruit, which should be kept to meal times. You see, before you eat, take 1 glass of orange. You know that there is orange fruit. There are different kind of orange fruits. There are original ones and there are diluted ones. You know what I mean by, you can as well buy orange by yourself. You can take the water from the orange, then you can keep it in your fridge. Then when you want to eat, you bring it out. You know, you can drink maybe just 1 glass of cup of fruit. Then you eat. It will balance the food. But Nigerians, you will see some people, they will tell you, no, I must take 1 Coke. If I want to eat bread and beans, I must take 1 Coke.
That's the system we found ourselves.
Voila. Well, just 1 apple, banana, pair of similar size fruit is 1 portion each. Just 1 apple, you know that apple, that green apple. If you eat 1, then 1 piece of banana is okay. Then you take another, maybe agbaluma, African cherry, what's it called? Then you eat that, you know, just make sure it is like 5 in numbers in a day. You will see, you don't need to go to any doctor or any physician that you are feeling this, you are feeling that. You will be fine. In the comment section, Mike Yinkalade says, of course, yes. Too much of intake is not good for the body system. God bless you for this episode. It's educating. Keep it up, guys. Thank you so much. Then Olofinyo Olamitunji said, well done. But person life need balancing before he plan for balance time. How many Nigerians don't chop better food? Talk less of having some.
That's what I said in the first instance.
If you check this person that dropped this comment, the guy sapa with the older person.
You know what the guy is going through. What a lot of Nigerians. You see,
it's not easy.
Even 2 days ago, yesterday was one the video that went viral on social media. This man, King Wasiu that campaigned for Babalokon, that's the president of Nigeria, now singing where he was singing now, indirectly telling the president that this country is too hard to work.
And he was one of the people that campaigned
for him. So for this one now to have written this kind of thing now, you know what the man is going through.
You don't face
the only thing an average man could think in Nigeria is just let me find something to eat.
What?
So are you not telling me that the person you are telling that he was thinking of what he's going to eat, you now come before his door and say, Oga, I want to talk to you about balance, and we look at you.
Well, this is a vital information that you didn't pay for that I want to give you now. If you are staying with your family, you have a wife and your children, or you're staying alone, wherever you are in this whole world, you are, let me say, you have every means to eat good food. You have every right to eat good food. Then one of the things that you must start eating from today, either you like it or not, it is good for your old age. You are eating it. Some people will say, make I chop and I don't know if I go reach old age. But then it is not only for the old age. It is good for your eye. Albasa, onions, and locust beans, called iru in Yoruba language. If you are eating these two things, but you will see that if Aboki want to sell suya, they will put what?
Onions, yes.
They will put onions. It has what it does.
Depends on your choice.
Yes, but please make sure you are eating it. Sir, have you tasted suya, albasa, and cucumber before?
Yes, I've tasted it.
It is a very good combination of stuff that you can try. But make sure you are eating iru very well. Locust beans is very important. If you want to do your rice, you can put it.
I'm not promoting that you should go and eat suya, because I don't know, you may do your visibility study before you buy suya. You don't know where they normally get their meat from, because there was a video that went viral where a suya man was caught taking a dead body to where he's going to use it for suya.
Now only God feeds us
in this country. Stop eating suya.
Well, let me tell you this before we call it a day. Beans, fish, eggs, meat, and other proteins are good for the body, fine. But too much of it can actually cause another thing in your body system. Well, these foods are all good source of protein, which is essential for the body to grow and repair itself. So one of the advantage of eating protein is that once you have a wound or a cut, the fact that you are eating protein, it will dry on time. Before you know, you just say you go be like juju. You just say the wound has dried up. So it is important you take egg, fish, meat, or in any kind of food you want to eat. So I eat momo and fish in my beans. I love it. I don't know if anybody can say.
Depends on your choice.
Well, there's another thing here. There are also good sources of range of vitamins and minerals in proteins. So there are sometimes protein adds, they work with different classes of foods. But the only thing you cannot compare with protein is carbohydrates. You see, one of the things that Nigerians love to take most in Nigeria is carbohydrates, starchy foods. If it is not rice, it will be gari.
That's the food that is available.
But as you are taking the starch, make sure you are adding protein
into it.
I'm not saying you cannot take starch, but make sure there is more protein.
If I want to eat beans at home, because I don't buy beans out there. I've never been to any buka or restaurants to go and buy beans. Before 5 minutes before it's done, I will tell my wife to put fresh onion. Then after the beans is done, when they are serving me, they will still put another fresh onion on top of the beans. That's how I take it.
Let me tell you this, most of you that do eat canned fish, all this, I don't want to mention names, all this fish that is being sealed in can and smoked fish, please be careful. They are always salty. because you put it in your stew and you still add salt to the stew.
Use those salt to preserve.
So I'm not trying to you know, make anybody feel bad on this, but then be careful of canned food that you eat, most especially canned fish and smoked fish. They have too much of salt in them. So this is where we're going to be ending it on the show today. Don't forget to follow us on all social media platforms, on X, on TikTok, on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube at Wisdom Yard Online TV. My name is Ahmed Abbas Olatuji, but you can call me Sidon J Omoyagba, the only Idon on Wisdom Yard Television. Thank you, Ambassador, for joining us on the show today.
For having me.
We see you again on Let's Talk. Be good and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Don't forget to take Nokpa after you don't chop everything for party finish. Bye for now.